few hours, everyone forgot their troubles. Everyone seemed to have forgotten their rancor, their political and ideological differences. For a few hours, it seemed that it didn't matter what your caste, color, religion, political leanings were in India. For a few hours, everyone seemed to have landed up at the Delhi airport or lined the streets of the national capital or sat glued to their televisions to watch all of this as India's Olympics heroes returned home. And then those few hours ended. Because a series of criticism and politics that had been directed at the government and the Prime Minister while they cheered the Olympic team today reached a crescendo. Some mocked the Prime Minister's pictures applauding the Indian contingent at the opening ceremony. Others dubbed him a credit GB. Some, like Yashwant Sinha, even mocked and said that it seems that the Prime Minister himself has won all of those 7 medals. But the point is, it cannot be denied that India has gotten a record tally of 7 medals in its kitty, including a gold that has come in athletics for the first time. Is it then to be a credit GB to encourage those who are fighting under the tricolour? Is it politics to talk to a team when they win a medal for your country? Is it wrong to say that the government's involvement this year has been greater than before, and that while the glory is only and only of the athletes, it's not necessarily a crime to recognize the hand that helps and encourages?
और जिस देश के प्रधानमंत्री आपके जाने से पहले एथलीट से बात करें, हमसे पूछें किसकी ट्रेनिंग कहां पर चल रही, कैसे चल रही है, परिवार के लोगों का मनोबल गिरा तो नहीं है, किसी को कोविड तो नहीं हुआ, वैक्सीनेशन हुई कि नहीं हुई, और अगर हमारी टीम कोई हार भी गई तो अगले इवेंट के बीच में बात करके मनोबल बढ़ाने का काम भी जिस देश का प्रधानमंत्री करता हो, उसका नौजवान पीछे रुकने वाला नहीं।
आप लोगों को 15 अगस्त इंडिपेंडेंस डे के लिए माननीय प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इनवाइट किया है सारा हमारे ओलंपियंस को। इसलिए मेडल जीते ना जीते, लेकिन ओलंपिक तक पहुंचना, ओलंपिक में खेलना, ये बहुत बड़ी बात होता है, ये मामूली नहीं होता है। इसलिए कहता है कि ये मेडल जो है कोई सोने, चांदी और कांस, गोल्ड, सिल्वर मेडल, जो गोल्ड, सिल्वर और ब्रॉन्ज जो है, ये नाम है, लेकिन ये बनते हैं खून, पसीने और आंसुओं से।
Watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us on the show, Shazia Almi, spokesperson of the BJP, Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate Kamar Zaman Chaudhary, leader of the Congress, Dushyant Nagar, political analyst, Professor Manojit Mandal, political analyst. But my first question is to the athlete on the panel, the sportsperson on the panel, Jagbir Singh, Arjuna awardee and former Olympian himself. Mr. Singh, do you think that there is anything radically different or between the treatment that the Olympic contingent got this time around as opposed to the past few times, or is this just a matter of luck?
No, I would say at the outset, I would like to say that I, as a sportsperson, feel so humbled, so honored that as the head of the family, our Prime Minister has reached the sportsperson so very easily. He has motivated them. And as the head of the family, he has all the right to do so. If my team is heartbroken after losing in the semi-final, especially I'm talking about my hockey team and all the other athletes also, but especially the very moment in the semi-finals when I knew that team is good and they could win, and after that loss against Belgium, they were heartbroken. As the Prime Minister speaks to them, just gives them a call, says, hey guys, don't worry, stay in the game, you still have a match to go. And I'm sure we are so very proud of you for all what you have done so far. But yes, I still expect you to do better. So this motivation for me as a sportsperson is beyond everything. And I would say I'm so grateful for our Honorable Prime Minister for having doing so.
Okay. So then let me ask you, Professor Manojit Mandal, why is it funny or why is it a matter of a joke or a meme if the Prime Minister calls up his sportspersons, our sportspersons, and says, you're doing a great job, thank you very much for what you've done, and I'm sure you'll do better next time?
First of all, we are, as a nation, I think, extremely proud of our, the whole contingent of the people who were in the Olympics, whether they have won the medal or not. We are extremely proud of the fact that for the first time, an athlete in the country actually has won a gold medal. There is no denying the fact that we are proud of that issue. But you talk about Mr. Sinha's tweet, I think it's nothing but way of expressing his anguish at the Prime Minister's appropriating the whole contingent of Olympians as his own team. This is a blunt way of using black humor, one can possibly say, obviously referring to what the Prime Minister spoke during the Bangladesh, independence celebration, Golden Jubilee celebration of Bangladesh independence, that he was, a part of Bangladesh liberation movement. That was obvious, connect to that. I mean, the reference was obviously to that particular speech by Prime Minister a few months back, that when he proclaimed that he was part of the Bangladesh liberation movement. I think it's a black humor. Nonetheless, it's a blunt kind of a black humor. We need to take it that spirit.
Okay.
Yes, the hockey teams, the hockey team certainly did not get
it's not a very great spirit. I mean, I don't see where is the room for black humor or white humor or dark humor or illuminated humor. Why is it funny? If somebody encourages their team, why does it tickle you?
Naveen Patnaik for sponsoring the hockey team when none was actually forthcoming.
And kudos to him.
Mr. Naveen Patnaik.
Kudos to him.
Kudos is only that's the only thing that we are doing. But look at how the countries, even in the poster picture, you were talking about the picture.
So let me take this one by one.
I mean, can you recognize?
Just a second, Professor Mandal, you raised 2 points. Let me ask you first. You agree that Mr. Patnaik has done a yeoman service in sponsoring our hockey team, and he deserves the praise that he is getting?
Absolutely, he's not taking it all by himself.
So if the government of India, says that we are going to ensure that you get the best equipment possible, spends 4.35 crore rupees on his equipment, spends a total of 7 crores on him to ensure he gets the kind of training, the kind of nutrition, the kind of support staff that he wants, does that deserve any credit?
The government was doing it.
And not even give credit. Just say, okay, good. We want more of it.
No, do you mean to say that by spending 83 crores, government was doing a charity to the team?
Did I say it was doing a charity?
Is it? Yeah, that's what it was made out to be.
It is a good gesture.
Yes.
It is a gesture that you make for your team.
Responsibility. It is incumbent upon any government to cater to the needs of the people. You are not doing any charity to these
right,
people.
That's great.
You are elected by
you remember
the people of India.
You remember that your party chief was part of a government. Your party chief was part of a government. Can you just recall for me what was the money spent on the Olympic contingent at that time?
That was not the responsibility of a state government.
I'm not saying state.
Ministry.
She was
a budget.
She was a minister at the center at that time. Can you please recall for me what was the money spent on our Olympic contingent?
What kind of a question is this? I mean, why the government has to spend money for the Olympics?
It's a fairly straightforward question. Of course, the government has to spend. I'm very grateful for your vehemence. Now, can you tell me, when your party chief was a minister at the center in the UPA, how much money was spent on our Olympic contingent?
No, how much money was spent
means how much money was spent?
Without spending any money, 2012, 6 medals were won. That's what you were trying to mean? In 2012, when BJP was not even in the picture, we won 6 medals, right? If I'm not wrong. That was London Olympics. You mean to say that the Congress government or the UP government was doing charity to these people?
Nobody was doing charity. Nobody was doing charity. But when somebody does something good, like Mr. Patnaik did, you say, thank you, great job.
You don't talk about all these things. You are almost sort of beating your drum that we have done this much.
I will actually come back to you. You raised the point of the 2012 Olympics. I will come back with the budget for the Olympics in just a bit. Shazia Elmi, first you respond. Every government does its bit, and medals is a stroke of luck. Sometimes you are in good luck, sometimes you're not.
So, well, I'd like to say that our friend Mr. Manojit Mandal got trapped in his own web, and that he's so hardwired for cynicism and Modi hatred that he ended up getting caught in his own argument, because he just said in our time, in 2012, we got 6 medals. So by the same logic, Modi ji's government got 7 medals, so that definitely is credit worthy.
Don't disturb my work. Don't disturb my
You
work.
got caught. You got caught, but I don't think any government should take credit for it. But that, be quiet, sir. No, I cannot. No, I don't want noise. I want some noise.
Okay,
Can you cancel out the noise?
Professor Mandal, you weren't heckled, and I think we can extend the same courtesy to everyone. Let Shazia Almi finish her point. Shazia Almi.
So I think what we've seen is crossing of the Rubicon. Is a great moment for India. I want to point out specifically to the conversation our Prime Minister had with the women's hockey team, and that he knew about every player, every injury, and this was after they just missed the medal by a whisker, that he spoke to them and the words of encouragement. I'm not saying that one should take credit for it, but that's a responsibility of any and every Prime Minister. And yes, we are very proud of the fact that the die has been cast. And the belief that you can do it and we are together, instead of always trashing India and wishing the worst for yourself, and that's important. But the die is cast for better things, and the Prime Minister's support and affection and encouragement at all times says a lot. And the fact that even this moment is being seen with cynicism, even politics is being done, and dark humor and black humor is being ascribed to, just shows how the politicization and the hardwiring of these minds who don't care about India. They don't mention and they don't say that we are proud of the fact that we don't have Suresh Kalmadis, that the budget has actually been used for the athletes. Thank God that the Shumlu committee was exposed, the Commonwealth Games and so many other committees. We've done away with this. That finally the athletes are getting the love and affection that they deserve. Instead of saying any of that, this is also being used to, mock and villainize Prime Minister Modi.
Okay, respond.
All he's doing is encourage, and it's a great moment.
Precisely what you are doing, right?
No.
Look at the kind of poster. Now you stop.
You're on the wrong side of history.
Now you.
No, let him have a say, then I'll come back to you, Shazia.
Show the kind of posters you are presenting in front of the people. The heroes are not recognized. It's only the Prime Minister who is recognized. But yes, it's your problem. But the fact remains that one Chief Minister of a particular state had to come forward to sponsor the hockey team. The Prime Minister's role at that point in time.
We're very happy with that. That's wonderful.
Right?
That's wonderful.
And that particular Chief Minister.
But that's
is
wonderful.
not
But why are you
taking credit by
politicizing
himself.
this?
We know.
The Prime Minister is not taking any credit. He's the Prime Minister of this country. The fact is, Manojit, you have to live with the fact that this is your country and he's your Prime Minister. You'll have to accept it sooner or later. This delusional world you live in, you have to get out of it.
I would also request, because when the argument is made, Kamar Zaman Chaudhary, that the Prime Minister has appropriated the Olympics team. Can you point to me an instance where he said that I have won this medal, or you have won this medal because of me, or you couldn't have won this medal because of me, or I am the only person responsible for your success? Can you point the exact appropriation?
Padmaja, one very small thing let me tell you first at the beginning. As a disclaimer, is the athletes who win medals for the country, not the politicians. Being a politician, I give all credit on behalf of the 1.3 billion population to our honorable athletes, whether it's the 220 Olympics, 212 or earlier Olympics.
Sir, I said that right at the outset. The glory is only theirs, as is the sweat.
Yes, let me come back.
That you need somebody to support you.
You just give me one more minute, please,
yes, please
because I listen to you patiently.
Yes.
When posters appear on the streets of Guwahati with Lovelina Borgohain a small picture and a very big picture of the Honorable CM of Assam, Hemanta Biswa Sharma. There raises a question. When the entire country is proud of our achievements, we know miles to go before we sleep. But when this sporting event has become a marketing event, there we have
a marketing event. So let me, on that specific issue, let me tell you that Hemanta Biswa Sharma came out a week later and said, I will not allow the use of my picture on posters like this. Next time, anyone who wants to use my picture will take my prior permission. I do not accept this kind of behavior. That poster was completely wrong. To have anyone other than Lovelina on that poster was wrong, and not having her there was the worst. The point though is, sir,
no ma'am, this is not taken. You tell after 7 days that this is not right. After the 7 days full marketing in the streets of Guwahati, this is not done.
Okay.
Secondly, you spend 7 crores on our gold medalists and you want to take credit for spending 7 crores on the athletes. He has brought in gold medals. Madam, हम किसी को अगर दान भी देते हैं ना, तो हम बाएं हाथ को नहीं बोलते कि हमने
किसने किया भाई, पता कीजिए, उससे पूछिए ना, आप उससे पूछिए, मोदी जी कहाँ से आ गए, हेमंत जी कहाँ से आ गए,
अरे 1.3 billion and we are
maybe somebody from your team did it to malign Hemant ji. How do we know?
You know, I just want to put out a figure out there that in 2012, when our team was going into the Olympics, the sports ministry, actually the finance minister had earmarked 1,152 crore for sports, which was a hike of 31 crores for an Olympic year. Let me repeat that for you. In 2012 budget, the amount earmarked was 1,152 crores as opposed to 2021, where 1,169 crores was spent on athletes after just the Rio Olympics, and you have the government spending a total of almost double this time around. Almost double.
So you reduced 230 crores during an Olympic year, madam. Budget of 2020 to 2021, you have reduced 230 crores.
Yes.
Why don't you consider
Khelo India budget was reduced because of the pandemic. But despite that, sir, as compared to 2012, it was still double. It was still double.
Who was participating will be going and participating in the Olympics.
Okay.
It was 10 years back. It has to be double.
Your budgets always were earmarked for corruption and for the likes of Kalmadi and the families of VIPs, and never for the athletes. So I don't understand. No, why not? Why not?
Let me just get in Jagbir Singh again. Jagbir Singh, purely from what you see yourself firsthand, let's just leave aside the politics. Over time, have you seen any improvement at all in how an athlete's needs and requirements are tended to?
Well, I would say for the first time in the history of sports, which I have been, I played my first Olympics in 1988. And so I know what sports has been going through, ups and downs and the flaws and plus points and minus points. All I can say is for the first time, Honorable former Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju ji formed a committee, high-level committee, to prepare ourselves for a short-term, mid-term and long-term target in sports. That's 2020 short-term, 2024 mid-term, and 2028 as long-term target, which was not done earlier any time. And this is how things started to progress. When you see, there is always a system which has to be brought in place when you prepare yourself or you plan yourself for the big events or the short events in between. So it's always plan, prepare, and then perform. Either way, if you lose that the combination, it goes flat. So this is what this time it has been seen for the last few years. The advices, the opinions, the best coaches, the best facilities, whatever the players wanted have been looked into. There could be some plus and minuses, as I said. It cannot be 100% every time. Due to the COVID problem also, we had issues. But then that's okay. That's okay. A sports person ultimately has to target what he's looking at. And I'm sure the results say it all.
I think you're going to get a lot of criticism even as you speak, Mr. Singh. People will be Googling Jagbir Singh BJP even as you speak.
I don't want to get into any political angle. I'm telling you, I don't want to be trapped into any political. It's just that when I was asked to sit here and tell you the opinion. And one more thing I would like to add. At 88 Olympics, we were to play Great Britain in the last pool match. We only had to play a draw to qualify for the semi-finals after a very long time. But unfortunately, we lost. And we were literally broken. We still had to play 5th and 6th position match. But the first thing I did was go back to my room, give a call to my father, and I was crying. I was weeping. And my father just said to me, look, I've not sent you there, and you are not there to cry. Be strong, be brave, look into the next match. And we were there. We finished amongst the top 6. So I just want to make one point very clear. That if my Prime Minister is speaking to my team or any individual as a sports person, and his few words can motivate and bring results, that's all.
But actions speak louder than words, Mr. Jagbir Singh, BJP.
Okay, please, no, that is very uncharitable, sir. No, I am not going to allow this. You know, it's okay.
I'm telling you, if we say openly, this is how we will be treated.
I object.
We've been very vocal about whatever. Yes, please don't do that.
Sir, here is an Arjuna awardee, Mr. Chaudhary.
Yes.
Very respectfully, I am going to ask you to apologize to Mr. Jagbir Singh. Very respectfully, I will ask you, please, I am giving you the next 30 seconds. That was uncalled for. Please apologize to him before we go any further.
I withdraw my statement. This is uncalled for in today's debate. But since he has been eulogizing the government so much, let me just...
Why should I do that? Why should I do that? I got my Arjuna awardee long time back. I don't need anything.
Sir, you may be an Arjuna awardee, sir. I respect you sincerely. I am also have been a sportsman throughout my life. Please come to the grassroots level and see the sporting.
How dare you insult another?
You can't deny the fact that how grassroots sportsmen
I don't understand. How dare you? No, apologize, sir. I don't think we should allow.
Mr. Chaudhary, very respectfully, you please use the next 10 seconds to say, I am sorry, I did not mean that. This is just...
I said that. I already said that.
All right. So let's just close that very distasteful chapter that you decided to begin. The point is that no one, and let me keep saying this, no one is trying to eulogize or, sing paeans to anyone. But I don't see what is this urge to keep blacklisting or cancelling people because they're saying, hey, so-and-so helped out. Oh, you're a Sanghi. Oh, you're from the BJP. What are people supposed to say? No, we didn't spend any money on our Olympics team. We sent them without any help, without any support, leave them orphaned over there. Ishkaran.
Padmaja, I am finding this entire debate extremely distasteful because what have we reduced our sportsmen's glory to? Picking political sides. I saw some people tweeting that today they are saying the Prime Minister is talking to people. I saw some people tweeting that the Prime Minister is not talking to Mr. Bajrang Punia because he supported farmers' movement where the Prime Minister had talked to him already. So we have reduced our sportsmen instead of joining things. Some people are busy saying Mr. Chopra is supporting the Prime Minister. Others are busy saying that he's a farmer's son. What has happened to us as a nation? Can we take a step back and just say these are great sportsmen, no matter what their political ideology, they played for India and they have won medals for India. Instead of that, what are we busy doing? The Prime Minister is the leader of the nation. He is the Prime Minister of India. Of course, he will talk to achievers. If they are achievers in sports, he will talk to them. If they are achievers in academics, he will talk to them. He will talk to anybody who brings glory to India. That's his job description, if I may say so. And those who talk about credit, we had Asian Games in 1982. Where was the stadium held? What was the stadium name? Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. So let us please not talk about credit hogging, where you wanted to show that the sportsmen of Asia, India hosting it, would be playing at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. But I don't want to get into this. We should be very clear.
Dushyant Nagar, very respectfully, this just reeks of petulance, because you would have the fear that, oh, we've had a record haul, this should not be a reflected glory on this government. So let's quickly mock it and say, oh, what a credit, GV. Why is he talking to the athletes? Why shouldn't somebody talk to the athletes?
Yes.
This is the only country where if somebody is given an encouraging phone call, we are like, this is so funny. This is so stupid. This man is an attention freak. Dushyant Nagar.
देखिए 200 करोड़ रुपए जिस सरकार ने ओलंपिक के बजट को घटा दिया, हमारे खिलाड़ी किस हाल में हैं, उनके माता पिता 7 महीने से धरने प्रदर्शन पे बैठे हुए, उनकी किसी को चिंता नहीं, उनसे और क्या उम्मीद की जाए। ये सरकार इतनी निर्दयी सरकार, ये देश के संसाधनों को बेचने पे लगी रहती है।
और आप किस दुनिया में
इसके
रह रहे हैं?
नेता और अधिकारी ये खोजते रहते हैं कि नेहरू और इंदिरा का बनाया हुआ कौन सा संस्थान बचा है जिसको
दुष्यंत जी, आप भाषण मत दीजिए ना, आप भाषण मत दीजिए। अगर प्रधानमंत्री किसी खिलाड़ी से बात कर रहे हैं और ना सिर्फ मेडल विनर से, अगर आप अपनी महिला हॉकी टीम से बात कर रहे हैं और उन्हें कह रहे हैं कि आप रोइए मत,
बेचने के बाद
आप जो इस साल आपने किया है उससे पूरा देश प्रेरणा ले रहा है, इसमें फनी या सिली या क्रेडिट जीवी वाली बात किधर है? क्या उन्होंने ये कहा कि आप 41 साल बाद इस लेवल तक पहुंची है मेरी वजह से? उन्होंने कहा नहीं, आप प्रेरणा है, मैं आपको देख के प्रेरित होता हूं। इफ एनीथिंग द क्रेडिट इज बीइंग गिवन टू द वुमेन, टू द एथलीट्स।
प्रेरित होने के बाद में क्या कर रहे हैं देश के प्रधानमंत्री और देश की सरकार, कृपया वो तो बताइए। प्रेरित होने के बाद में साउथ का स्टील प्लांट बेच रहे हैं। अरे रेल तेल भेल,
अरे क्या बोल रहे हैं भैया?
तेल लगा रखी है, सारे देश के संस्थानों को निजी हाथों में देने का काम ये सरकार कर रही है।
आपसे तो ना, आपसे मैं ये भी पूछूंगी आपका नाम क्या है? आप कहेंगे किसान आंदोलन पे बैठे हैं, ये रेल और सेल और भेल सब बेच रहे हैं,
और क्या है?
कैन वी प्लीज स्टिक टू द टॉपिक?
बुरी ना बनाइए।
अरे क्या इस टॉपिक पे बात करेंगे? ये टॉपिक है,
सुनिए,
ये मुद्दे हैं।
आप खुद बोर हो गए होंगे, हम लोग बोर हो गए आपकी बात सुनकर, और आप खुद बोर हो गए अपनी बात सुनकर।
लोग धरने पे बैठे
हम लोग जो है जो एथलीट्स हमारे देश में,
ओके, प्रेरित होके क्या किया? प्रेरित होके क्या किया? सर, लेट्स फेस इट, यू नो, one doesn't want to make it a case of your athletes versus our athletes versus this government's athletes versus that government's athletes. Let me say this very clearly. We have had in the last few days athletes speaking up, sports persons speaking up, who have told us stories about how they used to come back from championships, from winning medals, और ऑटो लेकर के घर जाते थे। हमें भी याद है वो टाइम जब हमारी टीम्स खड़ी रहती थी एयरपोर्ट पे और ऑटो लेकर के या फिर रिक्शे पे बैठ करके घर जाते थे। हमें वो टाइम भी याद है where you have sports persons like Anju Bobby George saying that in my time I don't really remember any real recognition that I had.
वाले सरकार और देश बेचने वाले लोग इनसे क्या आशा कर सकते हैं?
Okay, as opposed to, just a second, as opposed to, let me give you specific examples. Neeraj Chopra, who everyone is celebrating today, 2 years ago had an elbow surgery. In the middle of an election campaign, you had a prime minister messaging him and asking, how are you doing? Today that man has come to a gold medal, Jagbir Singh, but it is the years preceding. How many athletes do we know of who have their face smashed because they had faulty equipment, who bust their knee and are working somewhere in gyms in small cities, who never recovered from their injuries because no one cared? Jagbir Singh.
See, I'll tell you, hockey is the right example for this. We've been winning gold medals, 8 gold medals we've won. No other nation in the world has ever achieved so, and I'm not very sure whether anyone else will also achieve it. 2 times we made hat-tricks. 28 to 36, and then later on 48 to 56. But the point I'm making is, Did we really value those guys? Did we really give them even a Padma Bhushan, guys who won 2 gold medals? Did we even give Dada Dhyan Chand a Bharat Ratna? He won 3 gold medals. He was the magician of the world hockey. No, we didn't do that. So it's time now to realize that please look after your players. Please look after your players who have value those players who have brought laurels to your country. At least value. Now you know the value of an Olympic medal. Winning a bronze medal, what does it take? Out of 200 nations, finishing at the podium, you require guts, you require grit, you require determination, sacrifices of the family, and cooperation and combination of each and everything. From the coaches to support staff, from the federation to ministry. And please stop making it a political debate. Hockey or whatever sportsmen really have suffered a lot. It's no time to talk about any more suffering, that we are not ready to take it anymore. It has been too much now.
Surgery for Neeraj Chopra. Mirabai Channu top sponsored her injury rehabilitation in 2018, where expert physios were brought down and an additional rehabilitation camp was set up in St. Louis, United States, which helped her win and set a world record at the Asian Games, and she is where she is today. Why aren't those athletes, those sportspersons rewarded, awarded, recognized all of these years, Professor Mandal? Answer, Jagbir Singh. Where was the recognition?
They have come up only in the last 5-6 years. What are you talking about?
So before last 5-6 years, you had no sportspersons?
Barely 5 to 6 years.
Only in the last 5-6 years. Jagbir Singh, only last 5-6 years there have been people. Before that, there was no talent.
About the athletes, their life is very, very short-lived. It is known to everyone.
Sir, so what are you saying? Are you saying before the last 5-6 years, you had no sportspersons that were worth recognizing in this country?
Who is saying that? Who is saying that?
So then answer the question.
Did you give Dhyan Chand the Bharat Ratna award? Did you give the Dhyan Chand Bharat Ratna, Dhyan Chand Bharat Ratna award? You did not.
Gandhi. Can I come in, please?
You did not.
We have,
so why are you blaming the earlier government? Let me tell you.
One at a time, please. One at a time.
I tell you, you are not a sportsperson at all. You are a very uncourteous person. Don't allow others to speak. We are sportsmen, right? So did Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government recognize Mr. Dhyan Chand for 5 years of his government? The answer is no. So what are you talking about? The fact remains that the sport in this country has evolved in the last 10-20 years. And along with, obviously, the rise of globalization, global culture, and so on and so forth. So the more it evolves, the more attention the sports persons will get. We need to understand, need to put everything in the context. Need to locate in the context. But
okay, done, sir. Okay, sir, we've heard you. You're repeating, sir. You're repeating yourself, sir.
Okay, the country as a whole has started recognizing sport other than cricket only in the last 5-6 years. Shazia Almi.
No, but so they are talking about credit, giving credit and calling our Prime Minister, India's Prime Minister, Credit GV. I just want to read out a list. I'm afraid, Padmaja, you won't have the time, so please do stop me. But let me start. Rajiv Gandhi Gold Cup Kabaddi Tournament, Rajiv Gandhi Sadbhavna Run, Rajiv Gandhi Federation Cup Boxing Championship, Rajiv Gandhi International Tournament Football, Rajiv Gandhi Road Races New Delhi, Rajiv Gandhi Boat Race Kerala, Rajiv Gandhi International Artistic Gymnastic Tournament, Rajiv Gandhi Kabaddi Meet, Rajiv Gandhi Memorial Roller Skating, Rajiv Gandhi Memorial Marathon Race, Rajiv Gandhi International Judo Championship, Rajiv Gandhi Memorial Trophy for Best College Calicut, Rajiv Gandhi Rural Cricket Tournament, Rajiv Gandhi Gold Cup Football.
So there are multiple tournaments, multiple stadiums you are saying, but the argument made is that whoever used to perform used to be recognized, but it's a fact of life that the evolution of other sport in the country has happened only in the last 5-6 years. Is that a valid argument, Jagbir Singh? That we woke up to other sport only 5-6 years ago? And now there's focus on the government spends.
See, it's not that we were not winning Olympic medals. We've been winning Olympic medals right from 1928. So this is nothing new. We've been also chasing medals. Yes. We've been doing well at the Asian Games. We started doing well at the Commonwealth Games. That's in 2010 for the first time. And it's after 2010 when we realized the Olympic dream. We started getting more medals in the, individual events more often. But I would not take credit away from the previous governments also. Everybody as a government would love to help a sportsperson and do whatever best they can. But if this time it has been done one step more, I would say yes.
It's as simple as that, Qamar Zaman Chaudhary. And instead of being petty and petulant, you should say that when we make our election manifesto for 2024, we will double our sport budget. We will bring an even better training program for our Olympians. Because this is not about running down anyone. It is about bettering them, because our athletes deserve more and more and more. Qamar Zaman Chaudhary. Let's at least not try and cut our nose to spite our face.
Padmaja, one simple thing let me tell you. Having been a sportsman throughout my life, I've seen the ups and downs, the way that the sports has been looked down in this country. There is no doubt in denying this.
Yes.
Whatever the sports that we have achieved has been achieved only because of our exclusive athletes' performance only. Successive governments, successive administration have let down the sports administration very badly in this country. There is no doubt about this. Being from a political ideologue, I can say with guarantee that whatever 2020 Olympians did to achieve was not because of this government or that government or because of some money being doled out to the athletes. It is because of the perseverance of the athletes. And one more thing, let me tell you. We have got, the problem is identified. We do not have a sporting culture in our schools. When the national education policy was launched, why didn't the sports policy amalgamated with the state education policy? The first number of question.
Okay.
How China has improved because of their amalgamation with the education and the sports policy in the schools. You see the abysmal sporting infrastructure in the Sports Authority of India. You see the nutrition diet of our sporting legends in our budding sporting talent in our country.
Yes.
You will see the difference in the attitude. So everything needs to be rebooted right now. As Shashi Tharoor ji has rightly said, we need to reset the button on a lot number of issues. Then we go on debating.
I'm glad you have identified and dwelt on these issues that exist. On that, I think everyone will agree with you that there were these major shortcomings which our sports persons have faced all of these years, and they should be addressed. Hopefully, they will be addressed. I'll just leave it at that. Let's not fight over things, the very few things that unite us as a country. And these medals are exactly those things. Just take a look at the images we saw in Delhi, and we will see over the next few days as well. Let's all unite for the athletes who have brought us honor. They do not have a political color. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, Shazia Almi, for having joined me.